So the benefits of E5 and why companies should consider to use it is it's an ecosystem approach. I tell customers all the time, E5 comes with pretty much the entire security suite of the Microsoft Productivity Cloud. It comes with Teams Voice, Power BI Pro, but most customers who do look at it for the security side. I use the word ecosystem all the time because the benefit of the E5 SKU is one technology can talk to the other perfectly fine, right? So for instance, if I'm on my endpoint and potentially I'm in a bad network location, like a compromised network location, great. Defender for endpoint will pick it up. It can potentially go into the cloud and block my conditional access into the other apps. So from an ecosystem approach, every signal from all these applications can talk to each other. So E5 is an extension of the Microsoft suite. So most users today are using Word, Outlook, Teams, everything you could think of. All of the E5 tools, all of the Defender suites natively tie into all of these applications. So it's not changing how the user works. You're just building security on what the user's already using today. So for instance, if I build a DLP policy to maybe block a credit card or block specific keywords, that one policy can now go across Word, Teams, potentially OneDrive, Outlook. So ultimately, it's going to touch every piece of software my end user could be using from a productivity side. I think the key thing there is the ability to, as a company, to know that your users can co-author, they can share their data, whether it's internal or external to the company. But as long as you have E5 configured correctly with data protection, with cloud app security, those things, then you're kind of allowing them to do more, but still be as secure as possible for your organization. So you got to think of data protection, the data estate. If you think of compliance manager, making sure the users have access to the right things within an environment. If you think of identity governance, same thing. So all of the tools are there, allow a company to not only measure where they are from a compliance and regulatory state, but also implement to meet specific guidelines. In regards to Copilot for Microsoft 365 and tying into security, I think the Microsoft 365 E5 SKU is key. I think every company should at least be considering what it offers. We talked about DLP, we talked about data estate, data protection. All of those can give the company a sense of comfort that people do have access to the right data. The data is secure, so when it comes to Copilot now, any responses that a user may get could be specific to only what they have access to. You're not going to have data leakage across other tool sets or from other users if you have everything implemented correctly.